There's a lot of stuff in your business that you can be handing off to a virtual assistant so you can free yourself up to do other tasks. It's something that even I struggle with from time to time. As I told you guys about that book, 1 Minute Manager Meets a Monkey. I'm always searching for monkeys. I'm always searching for, hey, how can I help you with this problem? Hey, how can I help you with this problem? I get a little bit of free time. How can I help you? Guys, that is not the point. The goal is to free yourself up so you can focus on the most important things. We talked about having a virtual assistant. We have Harold on our team. Harold prospects and he finds buyers for us. Okay, 50 buyers a week, 50 real buyers per week. Very, very, very important that he does that. But beyond that, we're going to go over the 7th thing, kind of piggybacking off of just building a buyer's list. Harold helps us sell our deals as well, right? So this is the 7th thing your virtual assistant can do better than you. They can help you market your deals better than you. Okay, they can reach out to the buyers and say, hey, we have some opportunities for you. They can reach out to your pocket buyers. One of the first things that we do when we get a deal in, we have a virtual assistant basically make a profile of that property, right? We'll say, hey, okay, it's a 3-2. So he puts down all the key characteristics of that property, a link to the pictures, a link to all these things. And he'll say, here's some comps. Here's what, he'll get this from the Dispo people. So our Dispo manager, Tyler, will pull the comps and say 123 Main Street's a comp, 234 Main Street's a comp. Here you go. And then Harold, also not just building the buyer's list, he also helps us market our deal. He'll put together a nice email template. We have a template that he just kind of plugs and plays and fills in. And then he hits send. He sends it to our pocket buyers, right? And then he'll send it out to the bigger list. And then he starts fielding all the inbound conversations, all the calls. Hey, is this still available? Hey, I am interested. When can I get in? He forwards those conversations over to our Dispo manager, which is a huge help because our Dispo manager works on multiple files. So you guys got to think, as your business starts to grow, you're not just going to have 1 or 2 deals. You're going to have multiple deals. So thinking about outsourcing a lot of these things that don't really require like the physical, you just gotta think about bandwidth, right? Like how much bandwidth is this task going to take, right? Harold's able to crush adding buyers to a list, and then he's able to really help us market to a wider list. Like, can you imagine if our Dispo manager was trying to sell, 7, 8, 9, 10 deals at once, and he was having to, fill out the emails, right? Send out the emails to market, schedule the buyer inspections because the buyer wants to look at the properties, and then he has to take in all the inbound text. And he has to take in all the inbound calls when people are interested, right? It bogs him down because the key metric that I look at my Dispo manager is, hey, how many deals are we selling? And not only does he Dispo those deals, he's also working to build our JV department. He also helps manage some of our direct to agent marketing. So there's other big things that he does that does not, like him doing these other tasks, like setting up emails and marketing properties. That is not him being in his best position, right? That's not the highest and best. Just like you think about a property, hey, what's the highest and best this property? What's the highest and best use of this property? So 3-2, this would be the highest and best use for this property, right? Same thing for your employees. What's the highest and best use of this person that really utilizes their skill set? Okay. And oftentimes it's not the little nitty gritty stuff. The nitty gritty stuff has to get done. So I hate to say like, oh my gosh, no, the nitty gritty stuff isn't important. It is absolutely important. It has to get done. But it should not get done by your most valuable assets in your company. And the most valuable assets in your company are your people. Okay. So it's your job as a leader to figure out who should go where in your system. What person is the right fit for the right seat, and making sure they're doing the thing that best serves their skill set. Okay. So the 7th thing your virtual assistant can do better than you and most people in your team is they can be consistent. They can help implement this whole marketing of your deal process, right? So that with the whole conveyor belt process of lead comes in, we follow up with a lead, we then contract the deal, we get it out for Dispo, we get photos. From that point, once we have photos, we then market the property. After we market the property, we assign it to an end buyer. Once we assign it to an end buyer, we see that thing to close, right? It's that marketing point, right? Selling the deal is just as important as us contracting it, because if we don't sell it, we don't make any money, right? So if we're trying to do multiple deals and, Tyler, our Dispo manager, is working on building other big relationships, it does not serve him to go out and work on email templates, respond to everyone on SendGrid as the emails come in, and to also field inbound calls. Hey, I'm interested in that property. It serves Tyler to be working on the bigger relationships. And we have a virtual assistant. Yes, a virtual assistant that can take everything on the marketing aspect. Not only is he building the buyer's list, he takes over everything in the marketing aspect and helps us sell the deal. So what happens when we get a deal in a random market that we don't really do deals in, right? So sometimes we market to states like Arizona or Florida. We get some in the smaller markets that maybe we don't have, as many buyers in. Harold will go in, he'll pull the cash buyers in the area. We can see that in batch, or we can use PropStream. We can go in and say, hey, this is all the cash transactions that are happening in this area. Here's all the cash buyers. Skip trace those people, find their information, give them a call. Hey, are you interested in buying more properties? That kind of legwork Harold does as well. So that's all wrapped into the marketing, and he does an amazing job. So guys, I promise you, a virtual assistant can do it. They will do it if you back it with the right systems and processes. And that's why I'm excited to give you guys access to the training at the Trainual templates here within the next 2 or 3 weeks. It's going to be a game changer. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, this can really be done, and a virtual assistant can do it for me. Insane. So guys, that is momentum number 190. 7th thing your virtual assistant can do better than you is market your deals and get them closer to getting that assignment done, signed, so the company can get paid. Ultimately, you guys get paid.